Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot weekend reading for the 24th and the 25th of April 2021, and we're doing a quick thing from the almanac. Mostly because I found it. It was at the bottom of the box. Seasonal Guide to 2021 by Leah Dirtz. Okay, we're talking migration. Yes. Migration of the month is the woodcock. A map of woodcock migration. There it is. I know. Okay. On the cusp of March and April, the woodcocks set off under the silvery light of the moon, answering the call to return to their breeding grounds. These elusive birds, with their rounded brown bodies, thin bills and long waders' legs, are crepuscular. Love the word crepuscular. That is, they are out and about hunting for food at dawn and dusk. I think I'm quite crepuscular. Are you crepuscular? And then they roost in woodland trees during the day. Woodcocks have spent the winter here in boggy areas in the woodland or on river plains, and their beautiful brown speckled plumage camouflages them against the undergrowth, while feasting themselves on the small invertebrates they pull from the soft ground. This good living has allowed them to put on the fat reserves that will see them through the long flight to the east. Now it's time for them to lift into the moonlit air with the erratic flight path that makes them such a challenge for hunters. While around 55,000 woodcocks are resident in Britain and Ireland all year round, their population is boosted by 1.5 million over winter by migrants from Scandinavia, Finland, the Baltic states, Western Russia and Siberia. But they have seen out the frozen months now, and it's time for them all to leave Britain and head back to their summer breeding grounds. They will carry out the courtship display called roding. The females encourage their suitors by flying over them and flashing their white tail feathers at them. But for now, the long journey is the thing. One particular woodcock satellite, tagged in Cornwall by the Game and Wildlife Conservation Trust, made its spring migration via Austria to Russia, where it bred, and then returned in the autumn via the Ukraine and Belgium. The woodcocks will return in November, and November's full moon is known as the woodcock moon because they so often coincide with it. That was good. I actually understood that. Okay. In honour of this, we're going to use the Crow Tarot. It's all very birdie. It's all very birdie. What do we need to know for the weekend? What do we need to know? Ooh, nice. Very nice. Oh, okay. I was reading the back of the card. I was like, that looks really familiar. I'm like, yes, Gemma, that's the back of the card. That's interesting, isn't it? Imagine doing tarot where sometimes you read the back of the card. It's a bit like vice versa, but literally. We've done that before where we've read the Joker, haven't we, when we get the Joker of the pack. I love doing that. Okay, that Hierophant card has come up every day almost. Yes. Page of Wands in reverse, the desire to rush, but it wouldn't be a good idea. So something might be coming to you. It might be a reaction to something, actually. It might be feeling a bit hot and heavy about some news, or someone says something. It's feeling triggered. It's important to manage feeling triggered this weekend. It's no great big deal. It's not a major thing. It's just a small thing which could turn into a big thing if you let it, as the actress said to the bishop. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody might actually devalue your work or just say, oh, okay, is that it? You know, and you've slogged away at something. Could even be like the laundry or whatever it is, something, you know, domestic and seemingly unimportant. And then the other person, whoever it is, says, oh yeah, okay, thanks, you did that. And you're like, where's the gratitude? Okay, could just be that. You will know how it resonates with you. Now, because we've got this Hierophant, it could also be something to do with higher ups or something to do with work. That has come up a lot. And what is this? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Five of Wands in reverse. I like that card. I love it when the Five of Wands is in reverse. There's a need in a way to almost slip the knot. If someone's trying to tie you up in knots in an argument here, and again, it won't be big. The Five of Wands is not major stuff. It's kind of domestic. It's closer to home. It's no type stuff. Slip the knot and don't react. And it's weird because sometimes we think we're above reacting to what would be quite a minor comment. But you know, at the wrong time in the wrong place, we can all get triggered by that stuff. Ten of Swords. Again, as ever with Gemstone Tarot, we've got two tens together. We've got the Ten of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. This might have something to do with family or groups of people, as it does, but it also might have something to do with your own sensitivities from childhood. Very often when we get triggered by something and somebody's like, oh God, I only said this or I only did that, it takes us back to a painful place of of yesterday, when in an instant we're kind of transported back to school or parents or whatever it is, and it flashes up and you feel definitely over emotional for the gravity of the situation. Be kind to yourself about that, I would say. Yeah. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles. Keep on keeping on. Keep on doing what you're doing. Whatever you were doing, there's nothing wrong with it. It's productive. It's going somewhere. It might not be to this other person's taste. They might want it to be faster with the Page of Wands in reverse. They might be saying, are you not done yet? Why aren't you done yet? And you're like, how long have you got? Try and remain patient, and if you can, I would say somewhat detached from their comments. If you've got the Ten of Pentacles going on, you're feathering your nest in a big way. What you're doing might be slow because it's Pentacles, but it's really getting there. This is nice. Page of Cups. This could be an apology. It could be you not apologising to them, but cutting them some slack, or them cutting you some slack. Probably you cutting them some slack, because I get the kind of vibe here that somebody's picking at you. Okay. Interesting. We get the Chameleon. I love chameleons. I'm really interested in chameleons. Change. But the way that chameleons change is not always completely authentic, because they change in a kind of a Piscean way to suit their environment. That's what somebody might be doing to you. Let's have a look here. Chameleon call is for one of flexibility and coping with change. Call upon the magic of this creature when you wish to have a successful change in challenging circumstances. So you may need to be chameleon-like in order to slip through the knot of this person's picking or arguing, or I think it's criticism, like minor criticism. And when you wish to know everything you can about your situation prior to moving forward. So call upon the magic of this creature when you wish to have a successful change in challenging circumstances, and when you wish to know everything you can about a situation prior to moving forward. I think that's quite a nice card to get. And I'm also going to do a Brian and Wendy Frood card about this. What can we add to this? Again, I don't think this is like a serious argument or a serious issue. It's just irritating, or it could be. Yes. Brian and Wendy Frood, Heart of My Bottom Oracle, we get the Remembrance. This again can be something from this, kind of leaning to something from the past for me. Somebody could point out a mistake you made. Families do this, don't they? It's like you get labelled by a mistake you made when you were 10, and you become that person, the irresponsible one, or the late one, or the one that lost the trophy, or whatever it is, for the rest of your life. Oh my God. Wisdom of the Oracle. We get the tribe. That card has been so resonant for the last few days. Never mind what they're saying. Is this person with you? I suspect they are. I suspect their heart's in the right place. They're on your side, but you just wish they'd stop flapping their mouth. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonates, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.